Hello and welcome everybody, it's Microspatch here, and today, as you can already see, we are going to build a steampunk air balloon, airship, whatever you want to call it. And I decided to do that since steampunk is actually one of my most favorite building styles in Minecraft, and it's just a really great way to express your creativity with all of the different sorts of blocks there is. And well, the steampunk style sort of gives us the ability to show what we got, and I'm going to show you how to do this here. And this here is Mr. Cuddles. He's going to build the frame of the ship. Obviously not, but yeah. Okay, so let's get right into it. The first thing that we need to decide on is sort of how high we want to start building. Or let's say like that, how far away from the ground. So in my case, I decided to go about 3 blocks above the ground, so we got a bit of room underneath it, and it just looks like the balloon was taken off. And yeah, the first step is actually quite easy. You just place a block in the middle and put blocks all around it. So you got a 3 by 3 surface. After that, I decided to use a bit of a different color for the stairs on the side, since it just looks a bit, well, a bit cooler, and yeah, sort of gives it a colourful feeling. Now that you placed all your stairs upside down like that, you can place the outer blocks with another different colour of wood, as I chose this colour. Just stairs on top of the other stairs, so it looks like that. And now you can take your wood and just place them on the outer sides of the stairs, so it looks like that. So now that we got the frame of the ship, we can actually continue with the construction that sort of connects the pot to the balloon, or, well, yeah, actually the balloon. And as you can see, I've already switched materials in my hands. I got now a furnace, some stone brick, some stone brick stairs, fences, and iron blocks, as well as the trusty glowstone in the last slot. And the meaning of the furnace is sort of to act as an engine or something like that, and it just looks cool, so I decided to use that and not something else. Now, what you're going to do, you can't place blocks on top of that, since you're just going to click the furnace. You need to like build around it, because we need that block of stone brick on top of the furnace. And after we've done that, we need to place another block here to be actually able to place the stone brick stairs like that. There we go. One more, and that's done. Now, basically, what you can do is you can actually just get rid of that block in the middle and put a piece of netherrack in it, for example. But be sure that you only use that technique on a server with fire spread off, otherwise the next part will be painful, because we're going to place a few fences around this, and as you know, fences burn, therefore it would all be for nothing. And now, what do we next? We are going to place 2 fences on each side, and now you can basically choose 2 random sizes, it doesn't matter, and just do another 2 fences on top of those, so it looks something like that. And now we can just start placing the last blocks that we need for this step, which would be the iron blocks, which come first of all on top of these 2 fences, and then you can basically just like place one on top of them and build iron blocks around them, so it looks something like that. And you don't really need the blocks in the middle. For example, I decided to put a bit of glowstone there, since it just gives a nice light effect from top when you look from down upstairs, and well, I just think it looks cool, so I decided on doing that. And finally, you need 2 more blocks of iron on each side, one on top of the long part of the fences, one over there, and the same thing over here, just one on top and one over there. So as you can see, I've switched materials again. This time I got a piece of white wall, blue wall, fence, then some fence gates, I think. No. Oh well, yeah, those are fence gates, as well as trapdoors, and button, and still the glowstone. So next up we're going to do is the balloon, which is a little bit more harder than the other things we just did, since you sort of need to place all the blocks correct to make it look like round, and it's not that easy, but we can do this. So what you're going to do is just place the white wool blocks on top of these iron blocks here, so you get sort of that blocky shape. When you look from top, it's like all of the sides got the same block amount. And now we can continue by placing a few more blocks down, and that is like this, just one in the middle on top of that. You can basically do all together, and then just fill up the sides again as we did sort of in on the pot at the beginning. It's sort of the same shape, so comes together quite quickly. And after you've done that, you do exactly the same again, but one block to the right from my view, well, now to the left, and do that on all of the sides here, just like that. These blocks look weird and pink right now. That is really strange. Okay, so after you have that, you can actually complete the circle by just placing the block here, and you don't really need that block, or if you place it there, that block, since you're not going to see the inside anyway. But yeah, you can decide if you want that or not. Maybe you want like a little living area in there and just do ladders upstairs. I don't know what you're going to do, but so as soon as you got that shape, we can actually leave the white wall away. We don't need that anymore, and switch to the blue one. Now you sort of need to fill these spaces here with blue wall. Same here on this side, and this side, and finally this side. What you want to do is you just fill the outer the visible white blocks with blue wall on this side, so you also see that we sort of get like a blue circle here, and you do that on each side like this. There we go. And now what you want to do is build 2 blocks of blue wall down like this, and do that on all of the sides as well. There we go. Now this may look a bit weird at the first moment, but it will look perfect when it's done. What you're going to do now is fill these corners here on each side with blue wool as well. Just like that. And place 1 block beneath that what we just filled up. Just 1 block, not 2, just 1. Whoops, no, that was wrong. There we go. You starting to get the image, because I am. Now what you can do next is basically just build over these corners another layer of blocks on blue wool, as well as here on this side just another layer of blue blocks. on all of the inner corners. And now we start by putting 3 blocks on top of that row. 3 blocks here, 3 blocks here, and 3 blocks here, as well as 1 on the inner corner there. There we go. Now you see we actually get the balloony shape, and it looks really nice already. Now our only thing to do is basically you can just like place 1 block in the middle here again. This is just preparation, and now fill it up on top of it with our 3 audible blocks here. There we go. And now for the last layer, just place 1 block on the inner edges again, and then just fill up the part that's not covered yet, and you see we got a wonderful balloony shape. Mr. Piggy does not approve yet. Yeah, well, actually, I completely agree with him, since it doesn't really look like a steampunk balloon yet. It's just sort of a wall construct with a bit of wood on its bottom, but it's not really good yet. It's just something. And now actually comes the most fun part, since we can decorate it and make it look really good. And we can actually do this by just adding a few features such as trapdoors, fence gates, buttons, and glowstone, and you will be amazed what can happen. So, first of all that I did was sort of punch a hole in the middle of these outer crosses, put in a bit of glowstone, and then trapdoor onto it, clap it, so it looks like that. Gives a little bit of light effect here. Just do it on all of the sides, like that. One more. There we go. Looks a lot better already. And now you can, well, this is sort of up to you, but just add something like, sort of like strings on the bottom of these wooden pieces here, the wool pieces, sorry. And now I actually decided to make a few of them longer than others, since it just looks more realistic, and it actually looks just amazing. So I decided on just adding 2 instead of 1 on these sides here. You can actually add 3 or 4, it still looks great, so do whatever you want. And after that, put 1 piece of glowstone underneath of the long ones. Not the short ones, just the long ones. So and actually it looks already quite good. Now there's a few things missing, as for example, I think these iron blocks look sort of empty, so I decided to just place a few blocks on random sides of them. Well, not really random, it's more like all of the surfaces here. I can't really remember, did I place one? Oh, I placed one there, okay. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. Maybe on the bottom here as well. Yeah, why not? It's a shame you can't place blocks there, since there's already a button like blocking the space here. But it actually looks pretty good. Maybe could add these as well. Yeah, why not? There we go. Looks a little bit better. Gives it a bit of texture there. And now, as well as the bottom of the pot, it sort of looks, it's just empty, and this is where the trapdoors come in handy as well. Again, for an alternative, you could, for example, add flowers. For example, just a block of grass and a few signs around it, and a flower on top of it. But I decided to just go with oh, I'm actually missing the signs. Sorry, I completely forgot about those. Okay, so you can actually place signs on the outer sides, like here, but what I personally prefer is to place the trapdoors here on the outer side, and just do like yeah, the sides on the inside, like that, and just do that on every side, so it looks a bit like the same. There we go. One more. And now I totally forgot about the entrance, because you will wonder, how do you get into that port? Well, you could just jump in it, but I thought it was quite cool to just like place like a door here, so you can go in there without problems. Trapdoors here again. This actually looks quite good already, doesn't it? Now you may wonder what is still missing. I tell you what's missing. It's actually the steam that is missing. Since this is a steampunk building, it's sort of is missing a little bit of steam, isn't it? And as you can see, I've switched my material again. I got my hand a button, levers, stone brick stairs, spider webs, iron fences, and wooden fences. So and the trusty glowstone, of course, but we're not really gonna need that anymore. So I just decided to actually make the output of the steam somewhere. Well, not maybe on the opposite side of the door, but on one of the other sides. Oh, what's going on with you? And basically, what you're going to do is just place a bit of stone brick here, and then maybe that's up to you. Just go one up, or and then over like that, or you can also just like do it like that. So do stairs on stairs, and then maybe, whoops, that was wrong. Sorry, like that. Another stair on stair, maybe a little bit of normal stone here, and just a bit more stairs, so it looks a bit weird but still cool. And this is sort of going to be our steam output. Now we can actually decorate this a little bit. It doesn't really matter how you decorate it, just so you actually like it. I decided always to add a little bit of wooden fences, since it just looks kind of alright in my opinion. Can do it like that, and a bit of iron fences on the sides, so it looks like there's actually a bit of technique involved in this construction here. Yeah, why not? A bit of that up there. Can we actually connect this? Now this doesn't look right. So yeah, that's basically it. No, not yet. We could, for example, just add another trap door over here and over here. And what could we put up there? Probably, yeah, why not? Just let's put a rail up there. Doesn't hurt, does it? And for the final touch, oh no, that's not the final touch, actually, forgot. We're not going to do the final touch. I've got the steering of the whole thing, which is going to be a few levers as well as buttons just on these sides. I can click a bit, and now we're going to add the final touch, which is the spider webs. And you just have to imagine, just try to place them random. And well, this is actually way too much. We're going to do it a bit like that. A little bit of steam here. Oh crap, I'm stuck. No. A little bit of here maybe, and as you may see, this is actually a bit too much, or well, it's not too much, but in the end you decide on how much steam you want. I don't really like that much of steam, I just like it a bit random, so it looks like it's almost fading already. And well, just change the spider webs until you're confident with it. It's your ship, so you decide. And yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, I think that's about it. And as you can see, we got a nice looking steampunk airship with great output, a little bit of machinery, an awesome looking balloon, and well, I hope you could follow my instructions. If you didn't really understand any part of the video, just don't hesitate to ask. If you like the video, rate and subscribe please, and I hope to see you at my next how-to video, where I'm going to explain a bit more of steampunk buildings, vehicles, whatever. So hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye bye.